Hello! Welcome to our subject Techno Apps. Again, I'm your teacher, Shalome W. Pareha. For this week, let's talk about identifying angles performed by servo motor. So again, this topic is under the Techno Gadget topic. So first, let's have our situation. Humans can perform complex tasks when given a goal. To replicate that on a robot, it requires precision. In a robot arm, it can be segmented in degrees of freedom. These degrees are controlled by the servo motors placed on the different parts of the arm. Since servo motors move in a circular motion, these movements can be identified through angles. These angles are essential in providing precise movement that is vital in repetitive work. So, identifying angles performed by servo motor. So, a normal human can perform different complex tasks with ease. So, let's have first our example as we go further with our discussion. So, for example, normal human can perform different complex tasks with ease. So we can accurately put food into our mouths for us to eat, and we can also walk or run without our brains telling our feet and legs to movement in an exact position. We just happen to walk or eat without thinking about how we are going to perform this task. Robots, on the other hand, is in contrast with us humans. They would need to be programmed to be accurate and precise. So that is the difference between us, human, and robots. Well, let's talk further about robot arm system. So our robot arm has 4 servo motor, all of which are moving in a semicircular motion from angle 0 to 180 degrees. So let's see an example. So these servo motors can be called degrees of freedom, meaning each servo motor can operate independently with a certain amount of freedom. The combination of 4 servo motor gives us with a robot arm system that has 4 degrees of freedom. So based on our example, as you can see on our picture. So by manipulating these degrees of freedom, we can move our robot arm precisely and accurately. So again, the combination of 4 servo motors located to our robot arm system give us 4 degrees of freedom on how we are going to program our robot arm precisely and accurately. So let's have our short activity. So get 2 batteries from our kit, or you can also find or look for any available batteries around you, and then make them stand on the circle indicators on the left. So just provide 2 circles and then put this as number 1 and number 2 indicators. So using your hand, start moving them to the right side, starting from the battery 1 going to slot 1 and battery 2 going to slot 2. So I already give you a sample on our module. You can see the sample on how you are going to perform the short activity. So you just need to move one battery from one slot to another going to right. So after that, transfer them back to the left side, this time in reverse with battery 2 going into slot 1. So the first one is battery 1 going to slot 2, the next battery 2 going to battery 1. So, vice versa. Now, move the batteries again from left to right, but this time using the robot arm. So, see if you can perform the task as perfectly as the first time. So, was the task easy or it did become difficult? So, for our activity, let's use a robot arm this time. So, was it easy or more difficult? So, let's think about it. So through our task, we can say that our human arms are superior in doing tasks that requires precision and accuracy. So with the robot arm, we struggle grabbing and transferring the batteries. So making it stand is almost close to impossible. However, that doesn't mean robot arms are useless. Why? Because in production line, where robotic system thrive, they mostly do the tasks that play into a robot's strength. So they often do tasks that are repetitive of nature and tedious for human workers to do. So instead of human workers, they will replace by robot arms which have more robot strength and also can perform repetitive and more tedious tasks. So robots also use different angles and higher degrees of freedom to perform tasks that are close to what a human worker can accomplish. So we all know, we can say that human arms are superior and also it's more precise and accurate, but we can also program our robot arms to different angles and also higher degrees of freedom to be able to perform tasks that are almost close to human workers can accomplish. So as it says here, with the right angles, a robot can achieve precision that humans can execute. So these angles, however, are often specific for one task because we all know still they are robots. So you just need to give them a specific task one at a time. So for example, in our battery transfer activity, there are proper angles that we can use for one task. So in battery activity, there are proper angles that we can use to transfer the batteries from left to right with an ease. So, or vice versa, we can transfer the batteries from right to left with, of course, an ease. So, in a manufacturing setting or in the factory, these tasks are always repeating. Hence, having a set of angles in order to perform it perfectly. Of course, aside from setting it up, you need to have the right program on how you are going to set your robot arm to do the task accurately and precisely. So there are different angles that you can set your robot arm. So again, if you would like to do again the activity, it was given to you on your module on the last page wherein there are two circles there. You just need to find or to look for any available batteries around you that you can use, and you can do the activity with your sisters, your siblings or your guardians, parents, so that you can try on how the robot arms works or appreciate the robots around us on how it performs the task in more ease and precisely and accurately. That of course help us humans. So that is our topic for today. Let's proceed on answering our objective test and performance test for this week. Again, if you have any more questions or clarifications, or you want to help me on how can I improve our video lesson, do not hesitate to send me an email. And this is my contact number, my Facebook account, and my MS Teams account. Always remember to stay safe and happy learning to everyone. Thank you very much for watching.